Hi, good morning guys. So one of the first things I am going to discuss on my channel is my wild camping kit list. I know lots of people ask what sort of things do you take wild camping, so I'm going to go through some of my gear with you so you can see what we personally use and tell you the reasons why. So first, I'm going to start off with my cooker. Comes in this little tiny bag, weighs about 400 grams. I know it's not as small and light as some of these like BRS stoves or whatever they're called, but it's still quite compact. As I said, only 400 grams. You can fold out your legs for stability, and then you fold out your arms for your pot to go on. Obviously you've got your burner bit here, your ignition, your little valve to control the heat. We went for this, as I said, it's only 400 grams, and we needed a stove that would work with the butane canisters because they're cheaper to get, they're more readily available to get, and we happened to just have loads of them that we were given, so that's why we went for this. It's a bit of a tricky one to get this in, but you'll probably see there's little nozzles on there and little dinks, and you just sort of line it up, twist it round, and you probably won't see the flame. But yeah, so that is our little teeny tiny stove, and that's what we take when we're wild camping. I'll do a later video probably on the bigger stove that we use when we just go normal camping. Another thing we use while camping is we've got two little teeny tiny cups with the carabiner. Pick these up in a pound shop. Oh, by the way, the stove I found on Shein or Temu, and it was like £5 or £10. And yeah, the cups I got from Poundland, and they're only little teeny tiny ones, but they do just to get that morning or evening coffee hit. Me and my partner are one pot jobs when we go camping. I do want to upgrade to a pan that has a lid. Again, this is just a little lightweight aluminium pan. I wanted a relatively good sized one. It's got the fold out handles. The other good thing with this is when you put the cooker in its bag is it sort of nests quite nicely inside the pan. So yeah, that's that. I like to keep my gear all organised in lovely colour-coded bags, so I know how to find everything. So in here I keep all my other things we use. We've got a little heat protection mat for the ground. Again, I found this really cheap off of somewhere like Temu, and that's just put down on the ground so you don't risk scorching it. Also helps with catching any food drop. For cleaning the pan, we've got a little tiny washing up sponge cut in half, and a microfiber cloth cut in half, which we use as the tea towel. And also just a little teeny tiny sanitizer bottle that we kept and put our washing up liquid in. You'll be surprised at how much little water and washing up liquid you actually need to clean your pans. Some people use wipes, but I find wipes heavy. And then, as I said, we're one pot jobs and we don't really use much cutlery, so most of the time we only take our 2 big spoons and a teaspoon with us when we're wild camping. Obviously, this is the little nest set that you can get from pound shops and stuff, and any camping shops. Again, I pick mine up in a pound shop. You get like the fork and knife that go with it. Sometimes they're in the bag, sometimes they're not, and that's much it on my cook kit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like and subscribe and come back for some more. Bye.